Hi guys, this is PokeZonne101 and I have a Wi-Fi battle here, but this is different because it's versus WeedleTwineedle and he's really good and he's cool and stuff. So yeah, right now, open a new tab and go sub his channel because he's just awesome sauce. Not gonna lie. Um, so yeah, I start the battle and I am challenged by I'm a noob. And so I start out with my Sink, and by the way, I got new Pokemon, so my team doesn't suck anymore. And he leads with I don't want to say it wrong, but I think it's like Exceligor, but I'm just gonna say Accelerator. And he sets up spikes, and I taunt him, knowing that he's either gonna go for the final gambit or set up, and he does not for the final gambit, and he just gets screwed over. So I predict the stab bug move because it's stab super effective. Yeah. And so I go into my Darmanitan, also known as Vulcan, and it's not very effective, but he does have switch advantage, which is what I didn't want to see, but whatever. And he goes into Alakazam, and for some reason I thought that I was faster. I don't know. And he just takes me out with the Psychic. That was stupid. Just horrible. If you didn't know, I'm kind of sick. So I thought he was Scarf, so I go into my Leopard. Think it's called Leopard, but whatever. So I predicted the switch and going with the Hone Claws, and so my attack and accuracy raise. But he has Focus Blast, so he's not Scarfed, and that takes me out. So yeah, not Scarfed. Little lesson to all of you that an Alakazam can outspeed Darmanitan. And that I'm stupid sometimes. So I go into my tin can, and he said that he missabbed and has hidden power dark instead of fire. So he switches out, and I go in with the U-turn. And this is where I think it was obvious that I was banded, because it's not very effective. It did over half, even though it's a crit, that still did a shit ton. And now I have switch advantage, so we're kind of going back and forth a little bit. Not really. So he obviously knows that I'm going to go for the Grass Knot. So he goes into Exceligor, whatever. And I use Grass Knot on that, and then it absorbs it like a beast. So yeah. So I definitely want to switch out, fearing the U-turn. And I go into another poke that I have is my Eviolite Rhydon. And he does indeed go for the U-turn. Excuse me. And now he has switch advantage again. And he goes back into Empoleon. Do you see a pattern here? Because I kind of do. Whatever. And what happens next? Oh yeah, I go for Earthquake. I didn't think that I was going to be faster. But, like, I didn't know because Empoleon's speed sucks, but so does Drill Bits. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really know it was going to be faster. And, yeah, I get the Earthquake off. That's definitely going to kill it. And here comes in the bitch of the match. You know, you can call it a god, you can call it anything. But in this match, it is a total bitch. So he goes for Substitute. And I had absolutely no idea what this Pokemon's stats were at the time. So I had no further knowledge besides it's an Ice and Dragon type. So yeah. and it has leftovers, so I know that it's defensive in a way. Not, it doesn't have to be totally defensive, but I know that it's defensive. And then he protects, so that's two moves that I know that don't do anything. So I'm looking pretty good here. I feel like it can't attack me. So that's amazing, because then I can just hit point stall him. But he has pressure. And so my Stone Edge is going down, 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 down. Which just out and out sucks. So, yeah, he's doing this little stalling, pee stalling thing. And we were talking on Skype, and I don't know if it was this turn. Yeah, it was this turn. He told me that that he has pressure, which I probably wouldn't have known that. So, thanks for the knowledge. And so he goes into Golurk. I think his is called Golunk. And I go in for the double edge, not predicting that, obviously. And I definitely want to switch out for this stab, earthquake, or the, like, dynamic punch or something. And he goes in dynamic punch. And look how much that does. That does nothing at all for it being an Azelf. Because Azelf's defenses are shitty. That made my day. Well, it's at the nighttime, so that made my night. And that thing should not be a ghost and ground type. Like this video, if you think that it should be like a steel and ground type, or just a ground type, or something, because that should be a steel and ground type. End of story. So I go into my tin can, and this, I felt as though that my tin can was absolutely sexy for this. He goes for the Iron Head. I am banded, so I wanted to lock myself into a move that it could affect all of his Pokemon evenly. And I live this Earthquake, which is 31 H friggin' P. And that's just beautiful. So he withdraws, definitely wanting to save his Golurk, and goes into Claydol. I don't know if it was for fodder or if he thinks that he could take that better. But I'm pretty sure that it was for fodder, since seeing that he saw, like, my whole team and stuff. So, yeah, I take that one out with an Iron Head. And I stay at 31 HP for quite a while. Ugh. And so he goes into his accelerator, which definitely ruins my sweep. Makes me all sad. And if he missed that Focus Blast, that was the most crucial thing in the match. Pretty much. If he missed that, then I don't know if I could have killed, but I think that I could have done a lot, seeing that it's stab, I'm banded, etc. So I get hurt by spikes, and he's just wanting to set up the spikes while he can, as I take him out with a return. But I do get a crit on the return that doesn't take it out, surprisingly. Yeah. So he sets up the third layer of spikes, and another return will take him out. So that is good game, Accelerator. You are also kind of a bitch, Accelerator. Alright, so, yeah, I have this whole team on Pokemon Online, and it does pretty well. And, yeah. So, I think that I did pretty good during this match. Oh, that bitch comes back. I think I did pretty good during this match, considering that this was the first match that I had with this team, and I had no idea what his Pokemon's stats were, except for Accelerator. Like, I know that it's speedy, and I think it has a lot of attack, I'm not really sure. But I know that it's speedy. And so I feel like I did pretty well. Well, I know Empoleon's, but Empoleon doesn't really matter. So while he's subbing and protecting, I'm gonna go in with the belly drum. And this is where I think he said that he was like on Skype. I don't know if it was this or something else, but he showed his hatred to belly drum, I think. I'm pretty sure. So I go in with the rest, and if you cannot tell, this is a resto chesto belly drum set, which this thing works so much. I love it. I just love it, love it, love it. But on the other hand, Karuririm packs a special move called Dragon Tail, which screws me over upside one way and down the other gently. And so yeah, I don't have a Chesto Berry, so I have no item. And my attack's back to normal. So Snorlax is kind of PP slash if I get like a burn thing on him, which is not really possible. So yeah, it's either PP or status fodder now because it. Oh my god, that was also extremely crucial. Like if he had the Dragon Claw or something else, I probably would have been that much closer to winning the game. And so yeah, he goes in with the Dragon Tail, and now I know his whole moveset. So if I wanted to make this Kuririm, I don't at all for the sake of people who I'm gonna battle in the future. But all I have to do is guess the EVs now, which is weird because people ask what the moveset is when you can just watch the videos and find out. Just thought I'd let you know. And so this thing is going for the Hone Claws again and again and again and again and again. And so I go for Return. Sorry. Thinking that that would do a lot. But look at how shit much that did. Oh my god. That did nothing. Not to the thing. I'm so upset with myself that I actually did that. And so Drillbit is hurt by spikes. And he has 41 HP. And I felt pretty lucky because it had 10 more than Caesar did when he had his sweep. But then again, I only have 2 HP on my super effective stab move. And my other moves are not super effective. But also, he knows that that I have the Eviolite, but he does not. But he knows that I also run attack EVs. Either that or I have an adamant nature, I'm not really sure. Or both. I should find that out. But whatever. Back to the match. The double edge fades a substitute, which surprised me too. And I wasn't thinking, I don't know what my Rhydon's ability is. I think it's the one where you can, if it gets this, then it's the one where, yeah, it is the one where recoil damage doesn't happen or something, or the move is doubled by 2 when it has recoil damage, or I don't know. Whatever. So I'm just left to return this thing to smithereens, which is not going to work out in my lifetime. And he just takes me out with a Dragon Tail. And that is good game, WeedleTwineedle. Love to battle you again. You're awesome. I'll definitely put your link in the description. And that is goodbye. Peace, peoples.